Hi, this is a video for AppSecretary, which is an app that auto-replies to customers via text messages when you're busy or driving. Alright, so this specific video is for setting it up as a real estate agent. So we'll click on AppSecretary to start installing it. First thing it does is ask for your contacts, access to your contacts. And the reason it does this is because when you auto-reply to people, it's meant to go to customers, and you probably don't want to auto-reply to your contacts. So it needs to know which are your contacts so it doesn't auto-reply to them. And then, of course, it needs permission to send and view text messages. All right, we'll click on Next to get this started. It's basically a wizard that sort of walks you through some of the basic configuration. Click on Custom Configuration. You don't really have a physical store as a real estate agent, probably, but you could put that if you want. It's just things like parking and stuff. But we'll say you have a website. So, okay. Yeah, most services and goods and products, I guess, in a sense. If you're selling a house. We'll pick the category of your business as a real estate. You can always go back and change any of these. All right, and then we'll say something. Say somebody texts about asking if you have a website. Let's make up a name here. All right, so this is when somebody asks when you're next available to see a home or show a home or something like that. We can put something like you'd have to constantly update this as it's just a one-time message. Right, once it's past Wednesday, you'd have to say what it is for Thursday or Friday and so on. But there is a full-fledged feature that you can pay for if you like instead, where it's much smarter and will give several available times and actually use your own Google Calendar on your phone to determine when you're open and actually book those appointments with a customer automatically, just like a real secretary or receptionist would. All right, we'll click on Next. A lot of these you can leave blank if they don't really apply, which we'll do here and here. And I don't think there's any delivery charge for showing people homes. This is more for, home repair type thing, job. Skip that. Probably no special coupons. We'll skip that. We'll skip. This is for if you want to put in some special, policy related things to current health situation. We'll skip that. Cancellation policy, we'll skip that. Just make it some simple. This is a pretty important one. So this is basically a description of yourself. You could say something like all right. Here you can put whatever you like. If you have a web page with reviews, you can direct them to that. Maybe I'll just say something like all right, this is the most important one. So when AppSecretary cannot figure out what a customer is asking about, it just sends back this default message. Okay. But you can customize this to be whatever you want. All right, so we're all done. We can start right away with this checkbox, but I won't do that, just to walk you through it really quick. We'll click on Done. Now all those responses we just entered are all shown in this Responses tab in the middle top here. And so you can fill in and change anything you want. If you did have that address, you can fill it in here for an office, and when you're open for your office. Okay, but any of these ones you can change. So messages that once we actually get going and somebody texts you, will show in this messages tab on the top left, and there's different settings that will show that you can set, that are kind of convenient. One of the first ones you might notice is that the send signature here, any time AppSecretary sends back a message, it will also say sent by AppSecretary. If you want to turn that off, it's a very small fee of $1, and then it'll just send it without sent by AppSecretary. So we'll turn it off because I've already paid for it. Just want to edit something really quick. Get rid of that feature too because we're not using that right now. Okay, so it's all set up. Let's go and start it by clicking on the play button in the top right. If you ever want to stop having it listen for text messages, you can just click on the pause button, and now it's stopped again. It just shows at the bottom. But we do want to use it, so we'll turn it on again and press play. All right, so we're going to go over a text app that I've already set up to send myself text messages. Here we're just sort of pretending that we're a customer, asking about homes or that kind of thing. So maybe I'll say something like hi, and AppSecretary should reply back hi. So the app basically tries to figure out what customers are asking about and try and reply back as best it can using the responses that you entered earlier. So you could say, do you have a website? There you go. Okay, and then so on and so forth. It won't actually repeat this message, any of these messages again, because it doesn't want to send back the same thing over and over. So it's just going to be a one-time thing. And once it can't figure out or go any further the conversation, then it'll send that default message. I'm unavailable at the moment, but I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Right, but at least you've established a conversation and you have something to return to, and hopefully give them some information that helps establish that first business link that you can build on. All right, so we'll go back to the app, turn it off, and then our conversation shows up here. You can turn that off so you don't it's not saved anywhere. Once you restart AppSecretary, it'll be gone. Okay, so the information is not sent anywhere or saved anywhere. It's very private, and if you don't even want to show there, then you can turn it off here with the setting of show messages. All right, so that's everything. There is a handy feature, and you can see this in another video, where, as I was saying, you can set it up to automatically book appointments. That's a monthly charge. There's a video you can see separately for that on my account. And there's one for number selection. And what number selection is rather than trying to guess back what they're saying, well, it'll still do that. It works just like when you call a business and it says press 1 for our hours of operation, press 2 for our address, and so on. It does the same thing. It's just asking the customers to text 1 or text 2 for this or that. And you can even customize in here what you want to text back for, for the topic of option number 1, and the reply of what it would send back if they selected that option. Which you can see in greater detail in a video I made specially for this feature, which is a one-time paid feature. All right, that's everything for setting it up as a real estate agent. Hopefully it can help you gain more clients and easily pay for itself. It's a great app. It only works in Android, not iPhone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any further comments or questions, I'm always welcome to hear those and try and keep improving it further for you. Thank you. Bye.